Hey everyone, Lensman Oz and Chilled back for some more TNP Limitless 5. How you doing today, my good man?
I'm doing alright. How about yourself?
Eh, Getting by, getting by. Getting all prepped up for my
Um,
lovely night shift weekend.
hey,
Yay! um, so yeah, I was just processing some honey here because reasons. Just I threw a honeycomb in here, seeing whether we could use it, and it sort of we can use that. We have come across the fact that we're going to need to use the productive bees machines to do the processing of the material that comes from each of the types of bees. But we'll get there in a couple of minutes. I'm going to do some more bee stuff today. Gone ahead and made a few more nests. So if I type nest at the bottom here, you can see there's quite a few different types of nests. I believe most of the wooden ones are very similar in the bees that they take. Like you can see here, the jungle one. This nest will attract in any overworld biome. But then you've got some that won't. So the sand one will only work in a desert. The stone is anywhere. Dirt should be anywhere. Snow is obviously cold biomes. Gravel is beach or river. The reed nest is any, but it needs to be placed on sand. Slimy is in swamps, and then you've got glowstone, soul stand, quartz, I guess nether gold nest, nether brick nest. These should be anywhere in the nether, and then you've got the obsidian one, which will be in the end, an end stone. But other than that, most of these other nests are kind of an anywhere placement. So I've got a few. Hello, open the door for me. Thank you. A little bit of server lag today. I've got a few nests down here. This one, there he is. There's a bee floating around out here. What are you? You are a yellow carpenter bee. Come with me.
that's what I put in the apiary.
Is it?
Yep, yellow carpenter.
The one that's in there doesn't, unless he's just full. I don't know. I'm just throwing him in there anyway. I do have a slimy bee in here. I did go over and stand in a swamp for a bit. Let me pick this guy up and then break this nest because I don't want him in that nest. I actually want him bee. I want him in this nest. He'll be a bit cranky at me for a while, but he'll come around. So they will land in this beehive eventually, I think. Actually, he's just having a struggle. These ones don't want to use this beehive. Maybe they just need a regular beehive, not the advanced.
Maybe.
Maybe I just got to put the normal beehives out. Oh, hello, what are you? You are. Hey, come back, come back, come back. A mason bee. Yeah, got him. Maybe these ones generally only work in the vanilla beehives. Okay, what have we got? This one needs another like 2 minutes and then it'll track something. But the idea is you get the bees and then you breed them together. So we've got a mason and a carpenter. What does the mason give us? Mason bee. We can use the mason bee together with a crystalline to get gold, with an iron bee to get silver. So we do need to get the crystalline. That is one that we are kind of limited behind, and that's one of the reasons I made the nether beehive. So I'm going to run down here and go to the nether. And I'm going to pop these 4 down and then potentially chunk load them. So they'll come back in whatever it ends up being, 15 minutes or so. Yeah, the nether's not fun. Now let's jump in. Hopefully there's not
Need
too
to
many
make
things around.
your nightmare charm, don't you?
Yes, I do. Do need to make the nightmare charm. I do have that thing you gave me for the um, deep learning, the hostile neural networks.
Huh?
Hey, hey, what are you? You're an imp. It's on fire. Wow. He's got like 80 health. Hey, now I got 2 of them. No, it's just one. Wow, come on, Bo, come on. Got him. Leave me alone. I just want to put some beehives down. Yeesh. Okay, let's do this quickly. We've got the nether brick hive. Pop him down there. This nest can attract in this area. It does tell you when you hover over it, right? You can see there. It says this nest can attract bees in this location. So if you do pop it in the wrong biome, for example, it will tell you. So I have 8 honey treats. I'm going to put 2 in each. Hopefully I'm not on a chunk boundary here. It's fine. Near things. Let's see if I can. Yeah, chunk load that one. No, oh, it is force loaded. Hope I'm in the chunk. Yeah, I think I've got. Hope I've got the right one. It'll be okay. F7 is chunk boundary. No, not in this one. 9 maybe. F9. Did I actually put him in a chunk? Oh my. That's a win for me. Cool. So I'm going to let that go, and they're going to take, let's see, 1,000 seconds. So that's about 14 minutes or so, 13 minutes, somewhere around there, whatever that is. I'm going to let them go, and we're going to continue on our path to making some more of these productive bee machines. I love these emerald boots. They are so cool. These traveler's boots, I can run so fast and come up those those stairs in no time flat. All right. Let's see. I've got a few bits of junk on me. As I said, the obsidian is for end, and we'll deal with those 3 later. Bumblebee nest. Maybe I'll pop him down. Cool. So as soon as we get a crystalline, I mean, what was the other one there? We had the carpenter bee, right?
Yeah.
Spelling. So the yellow carpenter bee can breed with the green carpenter bee and get the lumber bee. Lumber bee and rancher is farmer. Lumber and sweat is rancher. Resin and lumber is plastic. So we will need to get the plastic one eventually. But they're not as amazing. Slimy bees. Slimy bee, we can convert them into each type of slime. So you can give it pink slime and turn it into a pink slimy bee. And mix it with a diamond bee and get an emerald bee. So again, we don't need them now, but we will once we start breeding our bees up. All right, so in the quest line, as you can see here, there was some quest rewards to get certain types of nest, and I just used material from our network to do this. Glad Chilled had been to the nether and picked up some quartz with his
there
silk
are
touch.
quartz seeds also down in.
I'm gonna go and show everyone your the stuff you've been working on in just a second, because you've been really busy, really busy.
I'm not that busy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's busy for me. How about that? So let's head outside. I don't think I showed this last time we were on, and I completely spaced about it. So Chilled started moving the AE system, so it's now on the back wall, and then we've got a controller expansion like cube that he's sort of planned out back here, and he started doing point to points. So point to points aren't my thing. Yeah, I'm leaving this design up to Chilled. It's yeah, a little bit beyond what I can do, channels and all that. I'm not a fan. But these are obviously
Once
all.
you actually get your head wrapped around it, it's
I
not that
could. It's just
complicated.
never really been super interested in the P2P and all that. I just kind of build what I need and go that way. But so
The
we've got all
hardest
these.
part is when they change it out to like pattern providers instead of uh, interfaces.
Yeah, so it's a different block now. It's the ME pattern provider. So this is where you put your patterns instead of the interface, as Chil was just saying, with the molecular assemblers. But yeah, this is going to be his auto crafting this side, and then all the presses and stuff are here to make all the different types of processes. And then over here, you've got a little bit of just auto
Yeah, just
processing, so silicon,
the
glass.
basics of mechanism, you know.
Yeah, so just starting to get some of the mechanism machines up and running, and we've got an enriching factory at the end here, which, yeah, just making all the different compressed stuff. But downstairs, you might have noticed at the front of the base, one, we've got walkways around the base, but all the cloches are now gone. I didn't mean to fall off that edge. All the cloches are now gone. They are now under here. Oop, come on, elevator. There we go. So down here, he's gotten into making some different patterns here. Your coal is completely backstuffed.
Yeah, I kind of figured it would be.
So he's got coal, earth, and look, he's labelled it. Like, you must be a professional, sir.
I labeled it for your benefit.
Okay, thanks. I would have worked it out. Coal, earth, wood, air, dirt, fire, water, ferrium, certus, nether quartz, iron, copper, tin, skystone, redstone, glowstone, stone, amethyst, steel, and then a lot of inferium because we're going to need a bunch of that.
Yes, lots of Imperium.
But yes, so nice and buried out of the way, and I think you've obviously got you've got water coming from underneath, right? Yeah, you got a
Yeah,
little
straight off
accumulator.
the end.
Oh, this is where I put the gravel nest, by the way. It's got an Ashy Mining Bee. I will take you.
There you go. Every bee counts.
Yeah. I will take you and place you inside one of these rooms. Hey, the slimy bee's in the beehive. If I put some bottles in here, we'll actually get money, I think. These guys don't want to use it, though. Slimy guy. Very nice. Neither of these have it. Do you have one? We have a reed bee. I'll need to capture him at some point. Alright, so bee machines. Let's get inside. In the book, it wants us to make the centrifuge, the feeding slab, and then there's a few other bottler, gene indexer, powered centrifuge, and honey generator. All these things here. A catcher loaded up with cages, and it will catch any bee flying over it. Put a flower or feeding slab on top to attract bees. Interesting. Cheeky. What else? So let's work our way through some of this. Make a few of these machines. Upgrade bases. They're a little expensive. Right. Are you using that interface?
Go for it.
We found out we can't share it. Doesn't work like that. Cool. Let's go through productive bees. I'm gonna make the centrifuge. So that is literally a grindstone and a cauldron, really, at the end of the day. Oh, I need it. What do I need here? Just sticks and planks, right? Out of sticks. We're out of sticks, chilled.
As many as simple as sticks are, we're out of them.
Yep. Okay. There's a grindstone. There is a centrifuge. Cool. I'm going to go straight to making the powered centrifuge. Don't think it matters which recipe I use. Oop. The bottler is just some glass. Got all of that stuff too. There's the bottler. The honey generator is going to be a bucket of honey, which I don't have on me right now. What else do we need? The gene indexer was one it wanted too. Just needs a comparator. Okay. Oh. I was going to say, I made a stack of sticks. What happened? They're in my inventory. Stop looking. Found them. Bean indexer. One of them. Need to control click that. Makes a crafting table. There's a gene index. Let's have a look at our quests. So we've done this line here. I still want to make a honey generator and a few other things. I'll let Chilled use the table for a second. So bottler, we get some loot bag pieces and some levels, some treasure chests, some loot bag bits. All right, let's make the honey generator, which, what did I say? It needed a bucket of honey. Okay, so bucket of honey. We can probably do this fairly easily. I mean, one, I could put honeycombs in here. 10 of. 2, we could check out how the power centrifuge works. So let me just pop this guy there for a second, just so I can make use of this. I think it's actually a little bit faster too than using... Okay. Put these in. And we get wax as a byproduct. So I don't know if I need to feed it through the bottler to put it into a thing, or whether I can just bucket it out of here. So we'll find out in a second. I don't know if I have a bucket.
There should be plenty in the system.
I do not, but 18 in the system. 18's enough. Let's see if we can just bucket out of here. Otherwise, it would have been better to run it through the other one. We shall find out very soon. There's a bucket sort of. Yes, I can bucket out. And then we got the wax as well. So let's make a honey generator. You using this? It's just going to be like that, isn't it?
Until I can take a few minutes to build us a second one.
The generator is here. Just need a furnace. Sure, we've got cobble in here somewhere. Oh, hello. Fine. Just there. Honey generator. Alright. What else did it want? Honey generator, honey bottles, levels. Cool. Feeding slab. And then we've got a few other bees up here that we need to try and... Oh, that's right. You can't do it that way. Let's make the feeding slab. Just a chest and a slab. And I'm going to make at least 3 of them. Because they're going to go inside those houses over there.
Mm-hmm.
These bee houses. Oh, hello bee. What are you? You're the reed bee.
So you can put multiples in one thing, can't you?
Got him. Oh, you can get 5 bees in each beehive.
Okay. I'm assuming that is not a set size on how big that room should be.
I don't believe so. I think this is pretty similar to what we had last time.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I figured.
Pick you up quickly and then break your nest, because otherwise you'll get angry at me. And then put you back down. You're like, what? Where's my nest? It needs to be there. We will eventually put a second doorway on here so things don't get out. Okay, so the feeding slabs allow you to place items here that these guys can interact with. So all of the different bees require different food. So if I say slimy, I can spell. I really cannot spell today. Right? A slimy bee is just requires a flower, right? So as long as you've got a flower in the room, the slimy bee will do his job. The Ashy Mining Bee, let's have a look. Ashy. Again, just a flower. Oh, that's... Yeah, no, that should be right. Should require just a couple of flowers. So, again, I've been really mean in throwing those 2 guys in there and not giving them any flowers. Let's run out here quickly. A couple of flowers. You can breed them with flowers as well, so that is how you do it, depending on the creature. You can attract them with flowers. They'll come over here and stand in front of me and go, hey, how you doing? I can technically put flower on here. And they should go there to pollinate them or you know, generate their resource. So if you have a gold bee, for example, you put a gold block on the feeding slab. I wonder if it has that on it. Feeding uses of a feeding slab. No. So if I go to gold bee, so it requires a nether gold ore, deep slate gold ore, or a block of gold. So this is the bee flowering bit is the bit that tells you what they need in order to generate their next thing. And you can see here when you want to breed them, it's just handing them a flower. So now that I've put a flower there, this slimy bee should start generating slimy combs, and we can process them. So where did you want me to set up the processing for the bee houses?
We could start another building just out front of that one if you wanted.
We're going to need to run power and stuff to it. So.
Well, I mean, we got power that comes out right here. So if you wanted to build on, you could build a long thing on top of this little mound and put it all right here if you want.
Either. But what we're going to do, I don't need the honey generator at the moment. I kind of don't need anything but the centrifuge, which I've got running upstairs at the moment. So we're going to need a few of these guys. We're going to need probably quite a few of the powered centrifuges. What does wax do? And wax things? You can have a waxed weathered copper hopper. Okay. I don't know. Wax blocks? Wax blocks are used in an upgrade. Yeah, I don't see many uses for wax. Making candles. Can run it through a sterling dynamo as fuel. Anyway, that's fine. Right, looking into here, there's the feeding slab. Let's claim them. So catcher, bee jar, and the big book of bees is required as well. It's a book and a bee cage. I'll probably do that. Do we have any books left? Book? Yes, we do. There's a book. There's a bee cage. There's the big book of bees. Nice. Paper for that. Sure, I need a paper. Bee jar. Some slabs and a button. Okay, let's do that. Don't have a button in the system. Make me a button, please. Don't have enough slabs either. Or panes, I should say. Glass pane.
Yeah, there's be things I haven't quite got set automated yet.
I think panes is really difficult. Bee jar. The bee cage containing and the bee you want displayed inside using a hopper or a pipe. So once we finish breeding with the bees that we don't need anymore, we'll probably put them in jars. Just hopper them in. Okay, yeah, works for me. Let's make.
I mean, don't need ones in there that aren't producing anything we need.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't think any of the real smaller ones produce stuff we need. So mana quartz, blueberries. I think that's all I got. Oh, and the vacuum tube. Right. This junk away. And do we have any loot bag pieces in here? Yep.
No, but there's quite a few things that need to be claimed.
I'll do that soon. There's another one. Floppy disk, some tinted glass, cabbage roll. I'll keep that for foods. All right. Let's take a quick trip to the Nether and see if our bees have arrived. You really need to upgrade your boots. Almost silly fast. Right. My sword out. Oh, there's bees here. Gotta be able to catch them though. Come back. What do we get? So they're all empty because the bees have all flown. Now I need to try and find them. Oh, one went back in. Ready. Other ones go. Don't see them on them. Oh, there he is. Hello. Hey, you, come down. No, don't go up there. Didn't bring any blocks with me. Where are you going? Come back. Oh, there's one. Must be. You're mine, and you're mine. I got a magmatic and a ghostly.
Cool.
Up here somewhere. Was that the one I saw before? I thought it was a skeleton bee. Really want a crystalline one. So this might take 3 or 4 attempts. I did hear one come back down here. The glowing bees down here. And there will be another bee. I might need to... Oh, there it is. It's back up where I just was. How did you do that? Did you do that, my friend? Come here. Where are you going? I think it is a crystalline bee too.
Yeah, that's one we need, isn't it?
Yep. That's pure progression, that one. He's kind of stuck. Down, I just want to be friends. And the other bee's out. The glowing bee. Oh my. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to put a cut in. I'm going to put a cut in. I'm going to try and catch these guys. And I'll be back once I do. Alrighty, finally caught those guys. Come back to the overworld and have made a beehive for this last room here. So we have the expansion box and everything in there. I've also made a second feeding slab because I'm going to drop these 4 bees in this room. Now, a feeding slab only takes 3 items, and this one is going to have a magma block, soul sand, and glowstone, and this back one is going to have nether quartz ore. So if I let these guys out in here, there's the ghostly, there's the crystalline, and there's our magmatic and our glowing. So each of these items that I've placed down is a requirement of these 4 bees. So these guys will all generate their materials from these feeding slabs, go back to the beehive here and produce the combs for it, which is cool. We're also going to need the crystalline bee. If we look at crystalline bee, and I did point it out earlier, that the crystalline bee is used in a lot of bee breeding. So we already have the mason bee, so we can go straight to making a gold bee. Crystalline and Ashy Mining Bee will give us copper, so we've already got that bee as well. It can also give us tin, so there's 2 outputs from that thing. I don't know what its percentages are. The Neon Cuckoo Bee, apparently. I've never seen one of them before. And that's the mineral. Crystalline and the Ashy also gives us aluminium, so there's 3 from that. Crystalline and Ashy gives us iron, that's 4. Crystalline and iron gives us quartz enriched, and crystalline and ender gives us spatial bees. So that crystalline bee itself is very important. And if you look in the thing here, it literally is, where are you? Yeah. This crystalline line, crystalline bee that we caught unlocks all of this stuff. So you can see it feeds to all of these different types of bee comb.
Ooh.
Did you find some ancient debris, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. All right.
Yep. It's our first piece.
Yep, and it was a quest. So these guys are all in the hive now. They will take a couple of minutes, generally, in the hive to produce what they need. You also need to check when you're, you see here, when I hover over this, breeding items, any flower. When you hold the flower out, it'll actually tell you whether they're available to breed. So once we get the, once these guys produce a bit more, I'll get some flowers in here. Next episode, maybe we'll do some bee breeding. We'll grab the Ashy Mining Bee in here, perhaps, or maybe the Mason Bee, and just start down that process of getting the new bees. We're going to probably need, I don't know, chilled probably maybe 3 more of these bee houses, I reckon.
Probably.
2, at least 2.
Somewhere around there.
Let's see. See, Slimy Bee has already produced some slimy combs. And that was a quest, so I can take those slimy combs up here. Into the centrifuge, pop them in, and it will process, and it will give us probably both honey. Yep, so there you've got honey and wax in that one. I didn't get the slime ball. There should be a chance, there's a 20% chance you'll get a slime ball from it. So I guess kind of a 1 in 5 chance here. Let's see how lucky I am. There you go, 1 in 5, and I got a slime ball. But all that just from that bee. Oh, there we go. We've got 2 out of the 6. We've got some slime balls and we've got some wax. So that's a bit we'll need to process. We'll need, as I said, a few more of the these centrifuges, and we'll just run each of the nests into it. Really quickly, let's open the book. Oh, geez, need to go and cough somewhere, I think. Let's do this quest you just did, Hidden in the Depths, which gives us some netherite scrap and some levels. Aquaculture, you obviously we found a hook. We've got a lockbox for it. Botania, we must have picked something up. Mana quartz, that's right. I got mana quartz in one of my loot bags, and then we've got the mana steel leggings. That gave us a truly random reward, whatever it was. Loot bag pieces. Flux networks, you've ticked the box, or you got some flux dust, so you got loot bag pieces.
Yes, that's when I found out we need crying obsidian.
You went ham on your mining gadget.
Yes, I did.
It's got all of them. I'll have one of everything, thanks. So I might just do a claim all in a second. There's a furnace upgrade mechanism. You probably did a couple in there. Yep, smelter and crusher. Combiner and precision sawmill still need to be done. Physical agriculture. You've got Imperium. Nice. And Imperium farmland.
Yeah, steel required it.
And the productive bees, I just got the slimy combs, and we just got slime block from that. And you did another chest upgrade earlier. Or backpack upgrade, or one of them. Oh, there's another one in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Auto smoking upgrade. We got that as a loot drop. So the gadget one, I'm literally just going to hit this button in the top corner and just take them like that. Let's have a quick look. Not that chest, this chest. So there's the auto smoking upgrade right there. Got 64 loot bag pieces here. just a couple.
Few.
Let me put the lead dust and the silver ingot. The slime block can go in here. And let me open the glass shard from where I broke stuff. Some netherrack where I was trying to chase that bee. Treasure chest. Iron. A lockbox. Don't know what I got for that. And then we got 7 loot bags. Let me put the iron and scrap. Put the slimy combs in here, and then let's do this. And get another 8 loot bags. So we've got 15 loot bags. Right, let me sort this and do that for the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Empty shell, golden scythe, fancy leggings, rod of unstable reservoir, climbing gloves from Cyclics, obsidian, scry scroll, cherry pie. Okay, a T2 paste container from Building Gadgets, fuel efficiency for iron furnaces. Another bundle, a diluted mana pool, mana storm charge, elven quartz, anchovies. You can have that. We know how I feel about seafood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A medium satchel, tempered good dark glass, a ring of floor. You can have that one. Biomass pellet, sourdough, cyanite, mob filter, a rune of Helheim, a ratatouille. Crimson cloth, oxygen can, tome of weaponry, pipe, roasted asparagus, and a blueberry pie. Okay, so that was a decent drop.
Do you want the climbing gloves?
You can have it.
Did you see? Oh, okay, I'll take them.
Cool. I could have probably scaled the wall in the nether there chasing that bee, but it's all good. Alright, well, we're over the wrapping up point. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you everyone for watching. Comments down below, as always. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and we will see you next time.
Everybody have a good one.